This is your brain on space, architecture and neuroscience. As designers and facility managers, we're responsible for the environment that we create and keep. In order to make these environments as effective as possible, we need to understand the organisms that we're designing for, humans. The human brain is a jaw-droppingly stunning thing. Certainly not in looks, but because of what it can do, and how it controls our behavior and runs our body. We're talking about something that contains 100 billion neurons and something like 100 trillion connections. At the bottom of the brain, but the top of the spinal column, is the oldest part of our brain, the reptile brain. It's also called the hind brain. This is the innermost brain that controls the most important things for any organism, self-preservation. This is the fight, flight, or freeze response. Here, survival is job one. On top of that is the mouse brain, also called the midbrain, formed about 150 million years ago. It provides simple reasoning. For instance, do I want this cheese? Yes, I want this cheese. Last to develop is the ape brain, or the forebrain. The ape brain is the center for abstract thought. It yields our consciousness, our sense of self, and our functions of higher reasoning. Within these layers of the brain, there are also zones, areas, and structures which work in a tremendously complex array of relationships. Each plays a specific role, but when combined with other structures, they create systems that work together to perform highly complex processing and regulation functions. The frontal lobe is where higher cognitive functions occur. It's where complex reasoning, planning, self-control, and abstract thought happen. The parietal lobe is found behind the frontal lobes. It's associated with sensory input, navigation, and body orientation in space. The sensory cortex is located here. This area is devoted to the sense of touch and how your brain interprets those stimuli. Next is the occipital lobe, which is the visual processing center of the brain. For having such a large and important function, they are the smallest of the lobes in the cerebral cortex. The temporal lobes control hearing and auditory reception.
And love. Just remember, it's the chemicals.
Good morning. Welcome to the Academy of Neuroscience and Architecture 2012 conference. I'm Alison Whitewine, the president, and I just want to briefly tell you formally what the mission of the Academy is. The mission of the Academy is to promote and advance knowledge related to neuroscience research to a growing understanding of human responses to the environment.
It is just the chemicals. The causes pain. Don't you know that it is just the chemicals in our veins that cause us pain? It causes pain. It is just the chemicals.